afternoon, deputies and senators. We have come here today to make sure that you are all aware of a change that was made to the money that people in SOLAS funded training receive. In the budget 2014, it was announced that €20 per week additional allowance payable to participants in SOLAS funded training would stop for new participants from the 1st of January 2014. I think it took a while for us to understand what this meant for us. We were in training and receiving the payment. It is only as we look to our options for the future that we realize we will have to make a choice to continue training with less money or give up entirely. Some people simply won't be able to afford the additional costs of training such as meals, clothing, transport, medical costs, personal hygiene, and many other things. This is particularly hard for people in National Learning Network training. We are all here because we have experienced a setback in our life, maybe an illness or a mental health difficulty, and we need extra supports that National Learning Network gives us to get ahead. I'd like to start with my story. I was a deputy manager for TK Maxx and was working hard to support my husband and 3 children. I developed an autoimmune disease known as systemic lupus 3 years ago. I had to leave my job because despite a very understanding employer, I felt that I just couldn't keep working and doing my best at it. I was holding up a position that someone else could have, but I needed a career change. My legs would no longer be able for retail management. I went to SOLAS in September 2013, and they guided me to National Learning Network in Allowance. At my interview with National Learning Network, I told my tutor that in my life I had hired and fired, and I wouldn't hire me. My tutor said, I would. You start Monday. That was the beginning of a change in me. I'm doing a course called Fresh Start. My experience on the course has opened doors for me, opened my eyes, built my confidence, given me hope and a will to achieve my goals in life. I remain hopeful for a future. Through the course, I have done work experience with Ann Arbor Family Resource Center in Ballygar, County Galway. And this has given me new direction. I now have a goal. I want to work in community development and hopefully become a coordinator for events and raising awareness for people with disabilities and special needs. The problem is I need more training to get there. My plan is to take up employer-based training. I have an opportunity to do my field work with Anna Family Resource Center for 3 days and do my academic level 5 at the center. I have the resources in NLN. I have the compassion and support. There are other education options for me, but I feel this is the right option for me. The training allowance allows me to cover the extra costs of coming to training. Money is very tight for me and my family. It's a day-to-day struggle. Last week, for instance, my car engine light came on. My fridge completely broke, and my washing machine 2 days later broke. I live 25 miles out the country. I need a car, and everyone needs a fridge. In the next few weeks, I have a difficult decision to come to. I really want to progress to EBT and fulfill my goals, but without the €20 payment, it will be very difficult for me financially. I will have to choose between the benefits of a course, watch the grass grow, or apply for further education where I can apply for a grant, costing the government more. But National Learning Network supports have been so important to my recovery, my well-being, my state of mind. They have given me back my whole life, and I want that to continue in my life to put me on a really sound foundation for the future. Anyone who doesn't believe in miracles is not a realist. I have seen a miracle in me with the help, support, and understanding of National Learning Network, people in places like SOLAS and the Department of Education and Skills don't realize the harm and damage they are causing with the decision to cut the 20-euro per week. This is not just about me. I can tell you stories of many of my fellow students who are badly impacted by the removal of the allowance. Many feel that they will sadly have to drop out of National Learning Network training, which ironically was supposed to help us in the first place. In a nutshell, the National Learning Network has turned my life from negative to positive. I want to move forward and would ask for your help in getting the reinstatement of the 20-euro training allowance to allow me and my fellow students to do this. I thank you, ministers and senators and deputies.